What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I love how it's just immediately down a bar. That's fantastic. Thanks, OBS. In this one, we're going to be building our own mascot horror game. This is episode number 1, and we are live. And as you can see, I'm just in the lobby of MHH because I don't really know where I need to put this. Like, is there a particular... Hello, Ender Cringe. Hello, Rez. Yes, I do have a general plan. Some of you might think it's dumb. But trust the process. Hello Beaks, hello John P. Y'all wanna do me a favor during this stream? I say a favor, it's not that deep. But hello Reset. Hello Huggy. I'll try to find. Is 5,000 clear? Probably. Hello, Dino. 5,000 should be clear. I don't think there's anything in this area. The closest would be Poppy Playtime. But if that goes 5,000 blocks out, we're just doomed as a society. It has nothing to do with society. Yep, we seem good. Hello, Gonga. Okay, I'll fly down for now. I'll wait for some people to join. Because I don't want to start explaining things and getting into it, and then people come in midway and be like, so what's the plan, Einstein? And then I have to say the plan again. Hello, OMS. Yes, it is, Gonga. Okay, Ender. Hello, Ethan. So, that's, what I need a favor from you guys for. Y'all want to be on Subwatch? Because when I started stream, we were actually 1 away from 9K. YouTube doesn't round that way, but Studio does round to the first, so I can see, you know, the exact number. And it was 999 when I checked, or 8999, I guess. So y'all wanna watch that out for me? Because I'm definitely not gonna check. Command block heavy idea. I'm not really worried about that. So the thing I generally have is what the location is, what the mascots will be, and kind of what it's based off of in the real world. There is something I have in mind as far as real world buildings for this. It's nothing crazy. I can actually start placing a couple of blocks. I don't know far enough. However, I do have a Google Doc with a couple things, so I'll read it off. Again, I'm gonna wait for a little bit more, but T-Jock banger, yes sir. I know, but I'm just saying in general. Work on concept art houses, got what to do. All of them, every single one. Made play code with interior and custom interior. Nice. Yes, custom art, and also high. Okay. So, let me pull up my Google Doc real quick. I always have the instinct to press the one that's pinned, but it's not the one that I need, so. Okay, so mascots. I'll start with that. Just reptiles, basically. The 3 I have are lizard, turtle, and some sort of gator. Monty reference. I mean, I guess it could be tortoise rather than turtle, just something of the like. I don't have specifics as far as that. I think the lizard would be Chinese water dragon, or I think iguana is probably what I'm going to go with. Chinese water dragon because that's the channel thing, but iguana is kind of close and also a more well-known lizard. Hello, Caroline. None of them, Yamga. We're going a little bit out there. So, okay. One of these sections, that's not the section we're going to be starting with, is going to be like a warehouse or factory. Obviously, I know that sounds like Playtime code, but that's not the main gist of this. The main gist is it's going to be, if you guys are familiar with Buc-ee's, it's going to be kind of like Buc-ee's in a way. To where, you know, they have the beaver mascot? It'd be like that, kind of like some sort of store. It could even be like a gift shop or something. But in general, just a store of some kind. A big size store with like a gas station maybe. And just things like that, with mascots going around, you know, like I don't know. And then we could expand on that and add, like, you know, a kids section, play place, whatever. And obviously the warehouse is probably going to be the creepy thing, but I wanted to go out there, and I was like, you know what, a store kind of could make sense. Because, I mean, you could definitely be, like, an employee there or something, and, you know, stock shelves is one of your missions. I don't know, that's not really what I was thinking specifically, but put the VAT room where testing is, or game station. I would put it. I'd put it near the pit room, I feel like. I don't know why. That just kind of makes sense. Like, add a door in the pit room somewhere and then put it off of that. No school today, eating Arby's curly fries and making your own horror game. Gonna have some fun today. Hell yeah. In Roblox? Does this look like Roblox? Warehouse section of glitch attraction? Yeah, I guess so. I didn't have that in mind particularly, but yeah. So I kind of want to just start with like a general exterior. I don't exactly know where I want to go with this, nor how I want to do any of this. Stone pathway, would that make enough sense? I think so. We're gonna go with like the dirt city roads. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. Bedroom didn't make that. Ah. Then I don't know. I'd probably go off innovation, which is the, I think the back door, right? Or is it? It's, hold on, if I remember, if you walk in the dome room, it's testing, innovation, and then, oh no, it's, yeah, no, it is that, because testing is there. Or no, theater's there. So testing would be there, and innovation would be that diagonal. You could do mystery door as well, that would work. But I feel like whichever one is innovation, I don't remember which off the top of my head. But yeah, I'll do it again. I'll do it again, Gamga, 100%. Custom. That's what it is. So I guess my biggest challenge with this, though, is going to be making any sort of convenience store, gift store, whatever, combine with Mascot Horror to any sense, because, you know, that's just not particularly the easiest thing. Do I want to leave it like that? I think it looks fine. I don't know if I would rather... I'm not worried about parking lot just yet. I feel like it would maybe make more sense to do like a lip up rather than down, but I kind of like the way that looks, so... Hello, guest. True, almost there. Why are you being shot with a crossbow? I shot you with a crossbow in Repo, remember? Okay, so... Colors. That's, I think, the real question here. Yellow immediately is coming to my mind. Yellow and lime. Like, yellow, lime, and red, I think, are going to be the colors here. Lime, obviously, for the, you know, reptiles. I guess I could do even, like, brown and green. Yeah. Main gist will probably be yellow, red will be trimming, and then the other three will just be accents. For Discord service, currently no user join. Yeah, for those who, I don't know if how YouTube works with it, but I did update the channel rules. So I do advise checking if possible. Because, yeah, I think I updated number 3. If you can even see it, I don't know. It's just the change of it's basically don't ask about or like mention anything about the members only stuff, because you'll get most of it publicly anyway, and I've been trying to point that out anyway. So yeah, just try not to over ask about if things will become public or when they'll become public, because usually I won't tell you unless I want to, and usually I would have already informed of whatever information, so. Anybody have, like, a name, like a iguana name, that obviously tells you it's an iguana or some sort of lizard, but isn't just basic, like, Iggy? Because Iggy was what came to my mind immediately, but I'm like, no, that's just too simple. Mascot Oregon. Just Repo's so close. If it is my map, yeah, you should give credit for my Poppy playtime. I'm all for you showing it. I just, you know, I would love the credit, obviously. Store. It's gonna be like a gift store, convenience store, something like that. Igneous. We could do something with, like, fire. Like... Because that kind of, like, that gives me, like, a volcanic vibe, Gonga. The Red Sith lightsaber? Oh my god. So close. Iggy Liggy. Biggie Iggy, maybe? Mr. Squidward. I can't do that, though. Like, we would... we gotta keep it legal. Biggie Liggy? That's just stealing. Well, because Squidward, that's why. Is technically a trademark name, I guess. It already legally belongs to someone. Yeah, it's a reference to a reference, though. Great one, John P. Because, okay, and I want to know, because I need to figure out how big I need to make this sign, because, you know, I would need to go with the name. I could just... How about, like, a Reggie? Scale Scone? Skittles is also the same thing, yeah, Nathan. I like the vibe, T-Jock. I don't know if I like the... Well, I could do Scale Scones for the store name. Like the location name? Or Scale Stones. Scale Stone is kind of cool, actually. 2 types of rock. Igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Wiggly bacon rock. That's the only one I read. Mr. Fish. Oh my god, I forgot. How do you... Never mind. Scales, stones, and drones? Wait, you actually might be onto something with that. Wait, why do you like... I don't mind that one. Still 8.99, dang. Yeah, every like 10 minutes if you want to check. Mr. Killy Biggie. Just deals? Brilliant. Custom, Evil God. Don't worry about it, Nathan. Don't worry about it. I had a fish named Mr. Fishy. That's, I know, brilliant name. But I didn't know if you knew that. Echo of the Iguana, a mirror that reflects the true nature of your deepest fears. Hold on, I'm writing that in my Google Doc, Huggy, because, like, that actually could be used for some really good, like, foreshadowing or something. Echo of the Iguana. I'll just write that. That's very interesting. At some point I want to, but we'll see. Evil God, I don't really have plans as of right now. I started Granny Remake today. Or yesterday, actually. I might go with Scales. Your girl is always honest when it comes to names. I might use your name, honestly. Scales, stones, and drones. Let me write that on a sign so it doesn't slip out of my mind. Scales, stones, and drones. How the hell do I fit that on a sign, though? Could I, like, make a logo? Because I feel like 1, 2, 3 would make the most sense. Or I could even do 1, 2, 3 on a diagonal. That might be cool. Let me mark it out with banners if it were to be a diagonal. So, I'll just use, like, oak planks as a base here. There's gonna be a lot of just me placing a bunch of random blocks and just kind of going with it. SS&D? SCALES. I think that'd be a good idea for... There goes my train of thought. I think that'd be a good idea for the logo, yeah, specifically. But I kind of want the full thing on the front, you know? And then it'd be DRONES. NES? Oh my god. That is this place supposed to be. I don't know, Chris. That's a really interesting point. Yeah, that works. Would I want to extend it off each side by one? Because I would want one on the left and right for sure. And then the ensemble can literally just slot in wherever the hell I want it. Like here, over here. That one's quite interesting. It's a store. We're doing like a gift store, kind of. Imagine, I guess, I said Buc-ee's originally, but like, imagine Bass Pro Shops, kind of. Like, the kind of vibe that has. Fish? Well, the logo's gonna be lizard. Fish is Bass Pro Shops. Let's go. Thank you, Ender. Yeah, we're gonna definitely go with some bright colors here. Yes, sir. 9K. Thank you, everybody. We hit it on stream. I think that's the first time we've hit one. No, I hit. Was it 100 or 1K? I think it was 100 I hit on stream. Hello, Nico. Doing IKEA at this point? Real. 9K special? This is the 9K special. I was just a little preemptive with it, I guess. Let me try to... Again, because I could absolutely go with the SSD or whatever T-Jock was saying. Thank you, everybody. Hello, Luke. Got a sign idea? How big? Like 5, maybe 7 by 7 max. I mean, you could go longer than that, but don't go taller than like 7, I would say. 7 might still be pushing it, but I think 5 is where I would sit reasonably, but what if I did like S? Oh, okay, that's just not what I wanted at all. Like, that's not even close to what I wanted, guys. I'm just trying something here. It's going to be a lot of just, again, playing around and seeing if anything goes into my brain positively. I should maybe consider flipping this. So it's like that instead. Because then it's 2.5, right? 1.5. No, wait, 2. Yeah, 2.5. So half, 1.5, 2.5. I honestly don't hate that as like a vision, but I feel like that's a little bit... Hello, sounds. Thank you, guys. Going on 10, yup, almost there. It's crazy to think about. Like, okay, I know the D isn't perfect, but... Actually, wait, that works really well for it. Yeah, I like that as like a concept. It looks like it's supposed to be like for an SD card or something. How do you think till 10K? Hopefully only a couple months. I'm gonna guess right now, like August? Early August, late July. Thank you, RN. Hello, Calmore. Game blueprints. I'm gonna have 40 themes you draft from random pool serums. You want to try and figure that out? I want to do like a... If I were to make repo, I should say, I'd want to make it like actually function properly like that. How does an and symbol even look? That's a really good question. Not like that. What am I... I know how to draw one, I think. Do I? Maybe not. Hell yeah, thanks, Riz. Thank you, T-Jug, as well. I don't know if I can do that with 2.5 blocks, but let me try. Okay... it could have been worse, I suppose. That's not horrible. It does stick out a little bit too much. Like, I would have to probably push it over a block. And even then, I don't think it would work right. Yeah, I guess it's just 2 in there. Our backgrounds map. It might be easier in Blueprints because in Blueprints it gives you 3 rooms to choose from, and also if you have a die, you can re-roll. Yeah, that does seem a little bit complicated. Hello, FFX brothers. It would have to be something with, like, you have a set of command blocks where it would roll like or make a random number generator in Minecraft, however the hell you're supposed to do that. And, have it where each number would give you a specific command block, which would load a structure file, but then, like, you have a whole bunch of other issues you have to deal with. Make the S edit at the top? How? Are you saying to make it longer? I might just go with the full letters. Because, I mean, I could even... Well, it depends. If I have the N symbol, like, here... I could put the logo, like, here. Or put a logo there. No, I'm trying to add an and symbol. But I get to choose room, can make... One room for every possible set of 3 rooms. I think it'd just be the same thing where you have a button you could press or something that would reload a structure over the previous one. I'm not really sure. The only thing is that wouldn't work with paintings because paintings don't remove from structure files or structure blocks, which is really annoying. No, it shouldn't, Chris. It should be fairly basic. Maybe like a couple basements, but that just depends on how far I want to go. Okay, let me just like actually start laying something out here. How wide is this? Do I have both sides? I do. Rarity rating? Oh, that's like a number roll. Well, you could still do that with a random number generator. 4, 7, 10, 13, 16. Oh my god, that should not be funny to me, but it is. Okay, good. I'm not the only one laughing at it, at least. Jesus. A few basements will go inside the orbit. The Earth will be fine even if we catch on fire. True. I'm starting the exterior. That's what I'm precisely doing. I'm just... I don't want to go too far because... I know if I do end up doing, like, too much... How do I actually make this do what I'm trying to do? Maybe like this? It looks like quills. I actually kind of like that. But I know if I do exactly what... I make it entirely right now, it's going to give me some sort of problem with the amount of spacing, because I'm going to go with this, and then I'm going to want to change it to a logo, and then I'm going to have to redo it, you know? You realize if you're talking, you're not timed out, right? Just so we're all on the same page here. It's off-centered. What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ew! I see. I need that. Okay, that's centered. I'm not gonna make anything near Playtime Code because Playtime Code's a factory. This is not a factory. Looks like a Waffle House on crack. I can definitely see that. And I'm not gonna disagree with you either. Okay, so Enough space down here. Like, I could put a mascot here and here, I think. Here or what? Banner letter. It looks like an octopus. You look like an octopus. Got him. Never gonna recover from that one, are you? Gotta go red, green, lime. I mean, okay, well, red was what my original thought was. Couldn't I go 3 different colors? I could make like it green, red, or green, gray, red. What do you think of that? Have each of the words a different color? The only problem is then that wouldn't work with this kind of concept, but... we'll see. Yellow whale. I mean, because it's, again, not similar in any way, I don't know how it'll work, but I do want to definitely make something kind of grand. I want to go with almost like a, how you would imagine a store, just a little bit more, like, colorful and stuff. I reached for milk, but the cashier's hollow gaze pierced me. You shouldn't be here, he whispered. The door slammed shut behind me. Blendwell? Warped? I can make the roof warped. No, it's not. If you're implying what I think you're implying, no, it's not. I wish it was, but... you overestimate me, perhaps. Oh, I gotta make so much more banner letters if I'm doing the colors, though. That's fine. Kind of like similar to the HN2 Museum. I want it to be... I don't want to go weird on the shape like that, though. That's one of the things I want to avoid, is I want to keep it not exactly rectangular, but fairly basic. Okay, let's just see if this is what I want, the colors. Yeah, I think that's fine. Again, it'll just require a lot more banner making, but scales, stones, that's the next one. And stones will be gray, which I don't have for some reason. Because drones will be red, I decided. These are easy. I'm not gonna do this. Like, I don't just want to, like... Okay. That's interesting. Hello, Will. Game I building? If you'd read the title, it says custom. So it's based off of nothing. Doesn't have a name yet either in general. I don't have any name or anything. I'm just, you know... fiddling around. Yeah, please, guys, read the title. It says custom. Just scary? Yeah, it's gonna be the name. Make sure you don't get 2 of the same room, the same set of 3. Couldn't you have... I know it'd make it a little bit less, like, logical, but couldn't you just have each of the 3 have a different set that they can have? So, like, you don't even have the potential for it to overlap? Hello, Horrorthon. First time doing custom Mascot horror game. I mean, I've done a custom FNAF. Depending on what you want to take from that. Not the D banner. I hate doing the D banner. D's nuts, huh? I debated so much not saying it, but I just, like, I had to. It just felt required. Okay, so this is just all the annoying banners, I guess. The first 2 are D and R. Which are, you know, not exactly fun ones to make. P. P for pineapple. Am I gonna run out of banners? Please no. Actually, I will, because even if I... Yeah, no, I'm gonna on this set, though. I was hoping I'd be able to at least last through the word drone, but I'm gonna... Oh, no, I will. I'll just need 1 for the and symbol, if I can make an and symbol. How does... 1 banner letter and symbol? That's a really good question. What's the monster? A lizard. That's the main one, at least. Are you surprised, though, to be fair? Scale stones drum. I like that, actually, with the colors. And then the... Why did I break the loom? Why did I do that? The main... Or the and symbol will be black, just so it sticks out a little bit. Horror game in an airport? That's true, actually. Airports are scary when they're in real life. Why are they making a game intended to be scary? So, okay. You're gonna have, essentially... If you're having each one to where it loads from a separate thing, Gamga... Essentially, whatever they can take from whatever list you would end up making from them out of the random number generator, or however you end up doing it, don't have two of the same rooms. So, like, let's say you have rooms A to Z. Well, okay, let's say you have rooms 1 to 30. The first one will be 1 to 10, I guess left one will be 1 to 10, middle will be 11 to 20, and right will be 21 to 30, rather than having them each be able to take whatever number from 30. Because we're going to look in a store. Like a show or apartment or an airport trying to escape. This one's store, yeah. Although it's going to be based differently than you might think. Okay, how does one... You might be like a good part of it. What if I did like top... Okay, well, if I do any side, it just removes that entirely, so... Plus, this is thicker anyway, so I might just want to do it this way. Security breach, if you watched... Will, did you watch the security breach members only video I made, the update one? Because I talked about it a little bit in that, what my plan was. But I'll do the sections I can, because I might not be able to even finish the map. But yeah, I talk about it in that video. So if you want to watch that one. I don't want to talk about it on stream, because obviously it's members only for a reason, so... But... Because with the X, I'm like trying to make an and symbol, and I'm trying to figure out how to even go about that. I could just make like... I could just not. What do you... Any thoughts, anybody? Pay me... Just pay for the membership at that point, Nathan. Can I reset each day as one you can draft that just stays permanently? Just have that room never get restructured, I guess. Like if you're gonna use the same area, then do it that way. But if you make them each like separate parts to where you're not going through the same space, just have that one preset in each level or whatever each day. But I mean, if it stays there permanently, just don't have that one randomly generated, right? I don't even have Windows yet, Chris. Come on, man. Like, okay, my thought is like the old 8 or like the H banner, the B, I guess, but that's a B obviously, and that's not really what I need here. Like that. What if I use the lozenge here? And then split that in half. Never mind, I can't do that. Sick. Couldn't I... I'm find out those you could blame. Then I guess just make that one load in each time the same. Hello, Lolly. Cause clowns are, don't know how to be cool people. No, but, people just joining and... What's the word I want to use here? What's, like, the best word, do you guys think? people not respecting the server and sending things that shouldn't be sent. Committing heinous activities. We'll go with that. Scale, stones, and drones. I want to say sticks because, you know, sticks and stones. Alright, let me try that warp so you'll shut up, Nathan. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. It is, like... That's part of it. It definitely is partly to get you to shut up. I might try something weird here. Something that I really don't do. Okay, I don't need this anymore. How do I clear the whole manor if you don't have that room, but clear everything but that room if you do? Oh my god. Okay, so I guess my point there is have it, like, when you do the structure block files for each room, have that one to where there's command blocks under the room. Or just have, yeah, maybe that specific spot has command blocks under it, so whenever it resets, it'll trigger specifically those command blocks, because even if the other ones have it, as long as they don't get triggered, it doesn't matter. And then that would cause it, I guess, either to not clear, or to clear everything, or not to clear that room, you know? I'm gonna look into seeing if I could make it so, like, you have to react to a message or something, or just, like, another step or two for you to need to go through. That would also work, but that would probably be insanely laggy. I'm saying more so the command block where you would... Whatever you would, I guess, use to set it, or to make the rooms clear, or structure, or however, you just have them hidden under the rooms and part of their files. Because then, again, if you have that specific spot, or if it's, I guess... You would... Yeah, but I guess it'd be weird if it doesn't... Because if it has to be in, like... any spot. I don't know. This is brain breaking. Push that down a block. I like the idea, I think, of having the double roof, but it does feel a little high. $35. It doesn't really matter, just as long as I fit the whole thing, I guess. That might, I mean, nope, okay, we're good. I thought I was gonna have to destroy something. Does that look better? Yeah, and then I'll have like a roof thing going on up here. You turn this as an uncommand block to clear it when you call it a day, but the foundation just doesn't? Yeah, that would work. I think. I would presume so. Okay, again, I like the idea, just it isn't... Well, it's not quite executed properly. That would marginally be better, I think. And then I could do the same with you. And then I could probably even have one more, like, here. Sure. Over 3 hours in the last 2 days of screen time on my server? That's crazy. 70s? I can see that, yeah. I feel like everything was, like, more brightly colored in the 70s. That looks cool, actually. It was looking a little bit but... Like, okay, it was good, but it wasn't... It felt a little off, but I think the black concrete makes it better. Definitely need more on the yellow wall itself, and maybe doing something else off the side of the mangrove here just to spice it up, even if it's just like fences on the corners or something. I could like stare into a fence. Yeah, that works. And then I would need a lizard head here. Or less command blocks at the end of each of the manor is cleared and a redstone block is spawned under where each room would be. Does nothing unless the foundation has a command block to be activated. I guess that would also work, yeah. I'm going... Yes, this is in MH... MHH. So close. Hello, Deadcool. Y'all are bullying him while I'm just getting the point of his message. God, some people, am I right? Not really, though, Ender. What was that result? I don't want to know. I'm just looking for an image of an iguana. That was all I wanted, and I got some... I thought I saw something about Citizen Soldier, and I'm not really sure why they're iguana related, but, you know. I won't be looking at chat for a second, they'll be misbehaving. Looks like a dinosaur. This stair did not help me like I thought it was gonna. That's better, I think. Maybe I could even make the bamboo slab a trapdoor. You'd also have to be a trapdoor at that point, though. And then I feel like I should just push you down then, and then it'd be like that, which is fine. I kind of like that. And then what if I like had the tail or something pop out? A little too much height. I again like the idea. I think it just like can't be that high. Do other side, and then it would just be able to like lay flatter. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And I might just have to have the turtle upside down or something. I don't really know. Look at a dolphin. You look like a dolphin. Boom, roasted. Got him with that one. I could like have the scales on his back. You don't want to see my bad side. I guess I should add the, like, strips. It really does just look like a Chinese water dragon. Like, they look the same. Yeah, that's fine. I'll give him sunglasses. So true. Hold on. For the plot, can I make sunglasses like off the bridge of your nose properly? I guess I could. Can I push it off that? Oh my god, I can. Hell yeah, too cool for school. I'm not leaving that, but hi, random. What are you cringing about, huh? Oh, what Ender said. Never mind. I'm slow. I got there, though, to be fair. I didn't need you to say anything for once. A white line for glare? Wait, actually? Hold on. Hold on. I can do that. Where's the other one? There it is. Oh, I just have to press it. It doesn't. It didn't work that well, but nah, that's swagger right there. Hello, juniors. The just official of the century. Those look like eyes. I don't like that they look like eyes. Wait, I could leave them and actually have them the eyes. Section sign and then L? What do you mean section sign? What? Oh. Can I copy paste? I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, I just got it. Let's make your own mascot horror map. Nice. Did he actually, or is that just like, am I getting trolled, Rez? Because I didn't pay attention. I might go with that. I guess I can even remove the bottom one and the top one. That's creepy, yes. Yes. I mean, I can make it orange. Yes. Change its color without dye. I think I did know that. Okay, it glitches out. Whoa, wait, I might, that's interesting. I might actually keep it like that. I'm learning so much right now. What if I had it 1 and 1, actually? Yeah, I feel like that'd be cool. You can't, oh no, you can definitely see it from here. Lizard eyes are generally black, though. Okay. Thank you, random. You're welcome. I hear like a fly or something. I thought I heard like a buzz. Maybe it was a gnome walking by. Okay, so what did I put the turtle on here? I suppose that would make the most sense. I want it to be green though. And I want it to be dark green. I think it's different enough. What do I do for your eyes? Oh, that's peculiar. Wait, I gotta give him a smile too. Hold on. Oh my god. Max Copper? That's too bright, though. Well, his name is Marcus. Sorry, I completely won the one. Whole amusement park in Minecraft. I gotta bring back my amusement park let's build. That was a fun one. Till it died. For and symbol. Oh wait, hold on. You would have started with a yellow banner. Okay. Let me see if it's good because I know the pattern names too. Pale Dexter is, I think it's left. It's either left or yeah. Okay. Pale Sinister is right. Chiefess is top. Yeah. Best is bottom. Doing the border from there is interesting. And Bend, which is this one. Yeah, that works. Not perfect, but that's what I want. Thank you, Huggy. It almost looks like a crossbow. A little bit. Visible on many. Base black doesn't look good. Yeah, I noticed that. Like, it's a lot of work, though, you know? Okay, so, I mean, yellow, red, and, like, green are pretty much already used. What do I do here? I guess same thing, right? Oh, it does go that way. Never mind, we're good. I'll go slab stair for a sec. Can you custom one? True, you should. I will probably eventually texture this. It's just not really a problem yet for me. Yeah, okay, and then base wall will be beyond that. I do feel like he kind of needs that tail. I'm gonna Discord. You're talking about the server being locked? Have knew the well lore? Ayo. Why don't you, you should totally tell us. How about that one? Spill the lore. Spill it everywhere. It's his like custom game he's making in Minecraft. It's called The Well. So I'll just ask. I could do a poll. I'll do a poll. Let's go and go, shall we? Unstarted is not a word, apparently. Unstartled is a word. I'm leaving it. I don't care. Okay. What else is there? I guess there's the obvious one. Is there not another one that I'm missing? Like, beyond that, though. Beyond what I just wrote down. No, I guess not. There we go, there's a poll. About you, Nathan. 4-day vacation kills you. I hated having to get off of vacation and go back to school tonight, like, a day after. It was just so annoying. But if people kept falling and becoming the monsters and the ghosts at the houses, so Mr. Krabs out TV doesn't tell anyone. That's crazy. There's a horror map where there's a killer park and trapped 5,000 people inside. Yeah. I got some gruesome ideas going. I did start Granny, yes. You guys want to see it? Actually, I'll give you a sneak peek of it. I'm not gonna show the full thing, but just kind of give you guys a general vibe for what I've done on it. About Ender Labs in the end and how they could be a real thing. That's crazy. Alright, hold on. Let me place this row of stairs on top real quick. I don't want to show the whole thing because, for having started it yesterday, I'm a little bit further than you would think. Is there anything I can't show? I don't think so. I guess we'll find out. Oh, I got a Dirt City and Pianos map up there. I guess that's it. So yeah, as you can see, I made a little bit of progress. Just like 1 or 2 rooms, you know, a little bit. So basically, everything that loops or could have been a concern for me, which was a concern in the original, has been marked out and is pretty much done. I mean, I guess the only loop I haven't finished is this part here, but everything under this floor is done. These bottom 2 floors are done. Let me go inside. Focus on Dirt City? No, I was just showing Lefty, some of it. I want to see your grandma. Here's the basement. Here's the car. Not great, but I mean, it works. It's a little thin, but also I didn't really want to go further on either side or make it asymmetrical, so to the doorway, I guess. So yeah. Lighting I will actually have accurate in this map with light blocks. Generally I don't, but I've noticed that there's just no light sources, and there are, like, visible where light sources would be, so yeah. I'll show it down, I think, or this way, I mean. The beacon is just so I know what rooms I need to do still. I've been kind of using them to mark, because some rooms are locked and stuff, and obviously you can't get in, so. I know this room is too. Although you can see it enough. But there's like a dead guy in the corner or something. I don't know. It looks like a dead guy. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'll show. Pretty good progress for not even a full day's. I started it last night during the Capitals game. Because I could not witness any more of that garbage hockey. But yeah. Wait, this isn't your grandma? I thought she was gonna be hot. What? I don't want to ask, actually. Okay, so I think I want the strip mangrove pillars, like, slicing through the walls here. That's fair. I didn't even make the car in my original one. I noticed that when I was looking at it recently-ish. Hold on, let me turn on my light in my room. But I noticed that, and I was like, are you serious? And there were a couple other things I missed, or that were added. I'm not really sure which one. I think that I just missed them. Although, I think if I remember correctly, when I originally made it, they hadn't had the update with like all the extra rooms, and I think I had to go back and add it like as I was doing the build. So I feel like some of the stuff I probably just didn't do because it didn't exist yet when I started, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. I just did not have the attention to detail. Wow, Granny's winning so far. What are the numbers? Neighbor case 17, Indigo 7. Oh, Atrium is tied. That checks out with Granny, but for some reason it's showing me that Granny is winning. Those are the only ones I can think of. Unless I'm missing something obvious. I probably am. But yeah, Granny should honestly be the soonest, I think, of those four. Atrium might be the furthest out. But I think it'll be Granny, then Neighbor Case, then probably Indigo and Atrium will be around the same time. Exactly one dirt stand to the left of the thingy. Darn. So over. Career's done. Kind of like the double roof. It does, like... It's throwing me off a little bit, but I do like it, I think, in the grand gist of things. Okay, so... Any, like, green that I could do? I guess I could just do green pillars. Like, there's nothing stopping me from doing that. Didn't realize I would line up. Okay. Cool. Because these will be the doorways. I'll use maybe like stripped dark oak to just have a row at the top here. Sure. I'm gonna stone back for now. And what do I want this to be? Window? I guess I could actually do this. I don't have anything against that. Sure. And then yeah, those will definitely be windows, these outer two ones. Gonna be playable. We'll see. It depends on how I actually go with the plot in my head. It's like a 50-50 though. I'm gonna P for playtime co above lobby chapter 1. Nice. Yeah, I was trying to think what you were specifically talking about. Imagine the area in my head. I'll have them open for now. I know, Chris, you're gonna start complaining, so shut up. No, but I'll have them open just as I kind of start to figure things out here. And then later I can come back and change it if I want. That might be a little too aggressive. That's fine. Yeah, sent from a Chinese town. You know, I actually see it. The colors are very, like, Chinese in a way. Hold on. I need to... Oh, God. I didn't know that did that. Interesting. That's the first time I've ever discovered that. Downtown... I just want to, like, see, because... Okay, no, it's not even close. I was picturing something, and I was wondering if it looked like it, but no. No, but it's like the vibe. It's kind of, I don't know. It's just the... I feel the vibe a little bit. Or it's not peak if you don't say one of these lines. Hello, neighbor. Or ink machine. Guess I could use some bending. True. Yeah, peak literature right there. I kind of want to do what I did. For those of you who pay attention, is it even, it might not be released publicly yet, but members at least, if you watch the Publix tutorial, I'm kind of like imagining doing something like that with the sections that stick out coming from like here that just keep going, and then having like just a little bit of a short roof almost. Just because this section feels very short on its own, and I think adding something else would definitely help that. Could I go with like... if I did like some nature sort of thing, like having like a grassy area, like a backdrop almost, then it's gonna, I guess, really kind of start to lean into that cultural aesthetic, but not that that's a bad thing. Trying to decide if I even like it. Let's give it a good long look. I'm gonna do that and then put it on top. So then I'll set myself up for a normal slab roof. Yeah, no, that looks fine. Feels a little high off the ground, but I don't know if I can necessarily change that, because then that's gonna start to mess with the parody, I want to say, but I don't know if that technically is the right word. I mean, it works, but I don't really know if it's specifically the word I should be using. It's the one I'm gonna use anyway, though. Can't stop me. I'm the gingerbread man. Tired as heck. You should sleep, honestly. Yeah, that's fine. Get some sign up there where we can place the signs on the ground, like stuff in item frames. I actually like that idea, yeah. Normally I'd be like, whenever I see somebody say something about like that in Minecraft, I guess I've probably said it to something you've said before, is like, I always think about, would it make sense in the scheme of like keeping the game feeling vanilla? I feel like that would. I don't think that'd be too out there, like too much of a stretch to do. I might do something with this roof in a second. Thank you, random. Getting there. It's a good start for sure. I have no complaints about this so far. Obviously, it's not perfect by any means, but you know, I don't build for perfection anyway. I hope I can mention this. I was helping Piano with his chapter 1 revamp again. Looking pretty good so far. He's almost there. So that's exciting. For those of you who are actually who follow him, Life and Foundation, if you don't know his YouTube, I'm guessing he'll do another tour. I don't know. I didn't ask him, but that'll be my guess. Over the FNAF set for the FNAF movie. I can see that, yeah. Yeah, I see that. Boink, boink. Concerned Enter Sandman on bass. Must be just writing on the open E string. Crazy. Why are you writing a guitar? Couldn't help myself. I had to ask. 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? Did I count that right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? Yeah. I don't know why I sound so skeptical, but yeah. The skepticism is high today. It looks about symmetrical. I don't know. I'm not counting. I ain't counting all that again. I guess on other build news, I've been working on play care. I have all of the main locations done except for, I guess all of the no, all the buildings in play care done except for the entrance where the cart is. I just did the pool today. That's next to the cart area. And then once I do the cart area, then it'll just be kind of getting walls and all the stuff on the grass laid out. And I guess the bush with the statues on it in the center. I haven't done that yet. Yeah, no, I know you didn't mean actually writing it. I had to say something. Could use sand on the other side. Then I couldn't do light blue concrete though because sand is so ugly of a block. I could do dirt or brown wool to be like dirt, just a little bit. I guess mud more than dirt. That's crazy. Of course T-Jock comes in and says that too. 12 times 34 divided by 172 plus 74 to the power of 742 and 21% of the answer added on. A number that is not important. What should be ocean for turtle? I was thinking swamp for... I guess no, because turtle... No, wait, that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, you have a point there. I guess I'll do... No, then I have to do sand. I could do strip birch. Do you think sideways strip birch would be fine for sand? Because I refuse to use actual sand. Yeah, that's fine. And I could even do some little plants out of moss. I did this on the aquarium refresh, which I know isn't out yet, but still it was done. Hello, Parker. It's in your homework. It wouldn't be because power of 742 would be a number that you wouldn't really be able to write reasonably. I mean, it's writable. Well, actually, okay, well, because 12 times 34 would be less. No, I guess it would be more than 172. Never mind. So, yeah. You would end up with just an insanely big number. Yeah, pretty much. I would say toy store. How can I do plants on you? Because I could just do, logs. That's fine. When, yeah, see to the 168th power. Boom. It's a little much of a number there. Oh, it already filled it up. Darn it. Darn it. Okay, what do I do for the wall color? As you can tell, I've been kind of putting off making the base wall. I guess I could go with yellow, and I do want to do, and it was okay, I don't know what that was about, but I want to do yellow here, even if it's just that one row, and then I have the warped come around. Very epic to hear, Parker. I'm glad you found your way here as well. Yeah, I like that, I think. It feels, again, it does all feel a little tall, but I can literally just compensate that by making it wider. Generally, you'll see me do that with stores, so... What is the lore and who is the antagonist? The antagonist is this guy. Doesn't have a name. And then it's also this guy, and then there's an alligator. None of them have names yet. What if I just name them Scaly, Stony, and Droney? I think those are brilliant names. I don't know about you guys. Lore something messed up. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to make it original. Still. You named him Marcus, didn't you? I also want like a pet store section in the store. That's another part that I had. But so, in order to keep it mascot horror, the one thing I'm going to have to, well, not necessarily to keep it mascot horror, but to make it a little bit more riveting gameplay wise, I'm gonna have to figure out how to split the store into sections to where they are specifically walled off from another. So you know how normal stores are like, you know, everything is open and you could pretty much see to the other side of the store if you're in the right spot. I gotta try to avoid that. Like, I can obviously section off the aquarium and certain parts of it, but like, if it's gonna be a regular thing, like, how would I section off particularly the grocery section or whatever? Like, how would I keep you from seeing the vegetables from the milk or whatever? I don't want to get to lore just yet. I want to start to kind of get somewhere with the building before I start thinking about lore, you know? Lore is the final piece that truly needs to be put in, I think. I'm gonna do a little bit of an Indigo Park move here. Any chance I could, like, make it thicker on the top here? Yeah, I can. Okay. I don't think there's anything thinner than an iron bar, surely. Is a lightning rod the same? Yeah, that's more color. Got a Sophia gum. Did you... That's binary, right, Gamga? You just turned it into binary? Hello, Froggy. Turtle is Tornelius. Jack Orville Carter. Or just Turner. Yeah, those are, like, honestly just the same name. I don't know what you're talking about. Red glass? Oh, true. That wouldn't, I don't know how visible that would be, though. I'll just put it on top for now. And that's surprisingly visible, actually. Then I have to swap, or I guess I could just not even, I could just do that. Yeah, I think that's actually better than the lightning rod. I didn't know. But it's still funny, so I don't need to get the reference. I could have the walls pop out here. But, that would kind of get weird, I think. I don't like the base of these pillars, by the way. The main ones are fine. This one just, it feels a little bit too much. I don't know. I could do maybe this. Try one block on the other side. Oh my god, T-Jock. I didn't know that it, or like, I wouldn't be able to give you the translation, but I recognize it's binary. Binary is ones and zeros. And I used to understand how to do it. I don't have that information in my brain anymore. Lizard name, if Turtle's first name. Or T-Jock. Oh my god, wait. Dang, T-Jog, I didn't know you were a turtle. crazy. You've been hiding this from me this whole time? Thought I was the slow one. I guess I'll take it. It's not me for once. Would all yellow be too much yellow, do you think? What do you guys... Any input on that? I'll add windows, probably. Yeah, yeah, windows would make sense. I think that's fine. I'll add a strip, probably, of something in the middle, which, I used to do all the time on the store tutorials, and I don't know why, but I ended up not doing it anymore, like, recently. I just stopped adding them, but I always used to have those. Words, yeah. Added those words. I used to have those, like, strips of color going through just to break up the big walls that I would have. And they look good. I don't know why I stopped. I have it on my list to do Country Ball. I just have not been working on city tutorials recently. But when I get back in, I definitely do want to get a bunch of the suggestions I have piled up ripped through. Because, yeah, I'd need to. Yeah, generally. Like, okay, yeah, I'm getting there, thanks. One thing I don't like is being pushed in general for anything. If it's something I am going to do, I'm not going to do. Something I have under control, maybe don't have under control. Like, if I don't want to be pushed on it, if I say it's fine, then just, like, leave it alone, you know? Expect chapter on the other side? No, I didn't. You're wrong. I have to go back over there anyway, so I will check, but you're wrong. Oh, frick, you're right. Thank you, Grace. Yellow terracotta? Maybe. Let me try it on this side. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, because that makes the sign stick out more as well. I feel like you're usually down, Chris, no? Might change the brick base, but I don't hate it. It does feel a little bit off. But if I can break it up with windows or something, it might be fine. How many blocks out do I want to go on either side? Maybe like 20. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then I'll go 20 on the other as well. Obviously mine Country Bolt now. That's an interesting question though. I don't like look at cities that often. I remember Life and Foundation was making one. It was like an abandoned version of like Minnesota or something. I think it was a Skulk Apocalypse map or something. That was pretty cool. I actually helped him with that one in like a spot or two, I remember. But I know there's been a couple like recreations of cities that are amazing, but I can't really name any off the top of my head because I just don't pay that much attention, honestly. I guess it is my game technically. Yeah. I would love. I was talking about this in a tutorial that isn't out yet, unfortunately, but you'll hear it probably whenever the tutorial comes out. It's a what is it? It's a part for something. It might be Playco. I think it's Playco. But like I would actually love to once I finish this get like somebody to actually make it. I don't have the skill for that, unfortunately, but like get some developer to make it would be awesome. You mean going side to side? If so, probably, but I'm just gonna kind of leave it at this for now because I don't really need to go that much further. Who knows? Maybe it could be one day, but yeah, no, YouTube's got some things on there for sure. I try to be kid friendly, like personally. Obviously, I understand that doesn't exactly solve the situation of the platform, but you know. I guess that is kind of what YouTube Kids exists for anyway, although YouTube Kids was technically for some entirely other purpose that I'm not going to get into, but it existed, so, you know. The Stray City. I feel like I've been asked to build that at some point, haven't I? I don't know, but I'm not really familiar enough with Stray nor into the game enough to truly have interest in building it. But I mean, maybe at some point it could come to fruition. So, based off of mid-Michigan and southern U.S. and Ohio. Not Ohio. Never been to Ohio. Cool place, actually. Everybody's so nice. It's a game. There's a game called Stray. I'm assuming it's what he's talking about. It's a game called Stray, which is basically about like a cat or something. Yeah, the cat game. This might not work right. I might need the spruce to be dark oak. No, it looks fine. And I think it's positioned okay as well. What is it, a block and a half off the top? It was? Yeah. We have families from Ohio. Yeah, everybody's nice except for those guys. No, but we went to the Blue Jackets Capitals game, or a Capitals Blue Jackets game when we were there, and everybody was nice even though we had Caps jerseys on. They were all joking like, "Oh, the team store's that way," like. But probably I think the like best place I've been to as far as just the general population. Shapes to it. Eventually, I probably will add more. Yeah, again, I'm trying not to go too far with it because I don't want to, like, go further than I'm gonna need for the inside space. Who's the mascot? This lizard guy. It's an iguana. Doesn't have a name yet. Unless we're gonna name him Marcus. And then this turtle. There's also an alligator or crocodile, one of the two. I don't really know. Just pick one, honestly. How do I remove this? I don't hate it. But it doesn't really fit anyway, so. Do like a sign with it. Rural King? I've never heard of that. Do I? Hold on. I'd add it to my list, but Notes is just not doing its thing properly anymore, so it's probably just gonna delete, but I'll try anyway. Throw a question mark because I haven't heard of it. Oh, I forgot I had a boba shop on there. So be a fun one. Alice in Wonderland. But a frog too. Actually, I was thinking that. I was thinking like an orange poison dart frog would be cool. I guess we'll see, because the alligator's not my... Like, Tractor Supply? Interesting. I guess that kind of makes sense from the name. Yeah. I think we start on the inside a little bit. Okay, so we have drones in the name, right? I have to lean into that somehow. Hello, kindly pause. It's a store, and the name is Scale Stones and Drones of the store, but I don't have an official name for anything besides that. That's crazy. I'm talking about boba, like boba tea, you know, the tea with balls in it. I have an image. I think I still have it on my phone. I think it's like a Japanese or some sort of Asian boba tea sign, but it's translated to English and it says I'm boba tea. And then I think it's three pictures. It's the first one that says that, second one is blank, and the third one just says suck my balls. And it's like, yeah, maybe you could have double checked that translation there. What about your balls in me? I've had boba tea precisely once. I think. I might have had it twice, but I remember once specifically. Drones in a gift shop? You can now. You're gonna what now? Let's stick with the green. Sure, I like the colors. Okay, so 2, 2, and then I'll just do a bunch of 2s again. That's definitely not 2, so close now. Let's roll the import, loser. Ban is the drone's name. I don't think I could legally do that one either. There's Boba T precisely 0s. Nice, good job. It's good, I guess. It is definitely weird. How can I say this without it sounding weird? It's definitely weird having a solid in your liquid, but it's not bad. Red circle with polka dots, orange pentagon. I can't make stars in Minecraft. It just doesn't work. I could try at some point, but I think that would be mainly for interior. I do want to keep the exterior fairly basic. Bob is the drone's name. Hell yeah. Let's go, Bob. That's Bob. He's a drone. Wait, I should make the turtle flying. Oh, I'm so smart. This would be an interesting concept, though, immediately, because obviously, like, if you're going to start in this room, do these not exist? Because I could just, like, black them off and have it as, like, employee-only areas. What I could do? Could do, like this. Maybe red netherrack, actually, just so it has a little bit of color. I guess we'll see with the signs. Maybe, maybe not. We can turn up both always day and do daylight cycle. Can't do it anymore. What? Well, how do I have it night that way? Hold on, let me actually just check. I have them both off. Oh, I see what you mean, though. There you go, there's your fix. / time set midnight. Make a room you can see but not enter. It's diabolical. I'll leave the top glass, because, like, maybe I'll have... These will probably be employees' rooms or something, and I'll just, like, have it visible up there. That would work. No, it's not. It's off. Yeah, sure, Nathan. Go to Toys R Us. God dang it. Thank you, Froggy. I don't have anything to say. I have no comments. You're the well from scratch since the world doesn't want to cooperate. Nice job, Chris. It's all your fault. Well, I just wasted so much time because of this being Blackstone anyway. Brilliant. Let's turn to a tractor supply. I'm not gonna say that's not an option. I am gonna say that's a questionable option, though. Wait, you could totally use this as a floor pattern. The two different Blackstones. I know it's kind of a bit far-fetched, but I mean, you could definitely use it. Have the, like, stripes. Does it look weird from the underside? No, that looks fine. Roughly, Max. I don't think it'll be directly after, but yeah, it just depends on how everything's timed, because I presume Chapter 2, once that's finished, will probably be near when I'm starting Spirit, which, you know, will just kind of interfere with everything, but we'll see. That's the plan, but I guess don't count on it being directly after, because a couple things could absolutely go wrong. What's the percent chances of being electrical puzzles? 100%. You're gonna have to turn on a power box. You're gonna have to solve the fuses. Actually, wait, no, you do make a point, though. Hold on. No lighting, because it's closed. You have to turn on the power. Beginning of July was last year. But that's for build, so. Like, the store actually opens early August. I think it was August 1st last year, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. Not yet. Oh my god, Chris. I gotta be able to get in and out easily. Come on. Can't believe you wouldn't think of that. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't have filled the diorite yet. Sign a micro server with my avatar. What server? And where? Are you talking about, like, this avatar? This guy? I think I don't even know how long I've had that for. I've had that forever. Hello, Vinny. Blow a hole in the wall. Well, the game mechanic B, I haven't thought of that yet. Depot. There's two Home Depots. Remake and original. Refresh are different. But yeah, remake was recently, I think. It would have been like beginning of this year, maybe, or late last year. I don't even think TNT Explodes is on, but time to find out. Yeah, it's not. TNT ritual. The hive in your lizard skin. Interesting. I've never been on the hive. Or I have been on the hive, just not in a while. That's because you're blind, Gum. You have to open your eyes. I'm trying to envision this first room. Hold on, give me like a second, chat. I could have a restaurant connected to this too. I don't know. I needed that far back. I'm trying to make a. I want to make a fish tank here. Maybe like a broken fish tank to be like, uh-oh, they escaped. You know. Just immediately hit you with a sense of danger. What if the gimmick is X-ray? It could be. The gimmick is ocean gear. You have to swim underwater. Front desk? Not yet. Also, it's a store. It would never front desk, so... I know what you're saying, but... Just to hit you with the actually, you know? I really like this. You're good, you're good, B. See you next time. Or later, or whatever. The entire game is just that one fish tank level in Zoonomaly? True. That's actually not a bad idea. Like, unironically, though, I feel like that would make for a good, just full game on its own. Because, like, that level is definitely creepy. It was lacking, I think, in Zoonomaly, because there wasn't really any... There was the sense of danger, but there wasn't any actual danger, so you were kind of just waiting, expecting something to happen, and then nothing ever happened, which was lame. But... It was a cool level, for sure. There's something pasted? Okay, no, that's coordinates. I was looking at it copied, but... Can I copy it off of you? Okay, well, you're freaking out. What are the odds that works? Let me see. No, it did not work. I don't feel like opening another Google Drive. That's actually fine, I think. Wasn't it Carnival? Circus at Tim Tim. That's the one I was thinking of. I was like, I know there's one at a carnival or circus or something of the like. They're going to the sewers? That's my response. No. Maybe. Be an interesting idea. Hi, man. Here I can show you, even though it's just literally a sign. There's 3, but only 2 are here. There's the iguana. And then there's a turtle. He's so happy. Look at him. Keep the tab open? That's true. We should end the poll. Wow, mainly Granny. That's good to see. I was kind of worried nobody was going to be interested in the Granny remake, but glad to see you guys are actually interested in it. The lizard's name was Marcus, and the turtle's name I don't remember. feel like that kind of is funny to have specifically the sign like there and nothing else. No, Marcus the Lizard. Making the characters run into your mascot over. I've been like thinking about this for longer than you guys probably realize. Like this has been kind of living in my head for a little while to do this. Turtle's short name is Turner. Yeah, you want to give him the long name? They both Granny. There's a remake coming. It's not done yet, but and I did make an original one, yeah, but it's literal garbage. Hello, that cool gamer. Sing a song. Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you want to stay? Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you want to stay? Five Nights at Freddy's. What is the game called? I don't have an official name yet, but Scales, Stones, and Drones is the name of the location. It's like Ravencrow? Yeah. During the concept stage? Cringe. No, but I do like that name. Cornelius Jack Orville Carter. Such a great name. Is the Carter in the room with us? Same again. No, I cannot do that high-pitched voice too much or else I'm gonna explode. Oh, there I go. Didn't need to know that. Also, hello, welcome, Lefty. I don't say Ms. Turner. I did say Turner, though. Aren't this inside the fish tank? That's a crazy idea, except this was supposed to have something very dangerous that you're not allowed to escape. And, oh, it escaped. I don't make the ceiling. I feel like a grate would kind of make sense. Because, like, you know, most tanks are grated. But also I might just go with like a dark gray or something, like deep set tile. Sure, that's one way to word it, I think. Not the way I personally would, but you know, it's definitely wordable that way, whatever that even means. Try to make like a thing here. Make some water damage on the floor around here. Sure, that works. Nearly miss. Monster House has. If you sort by most popular videos that I've actually ever posted on the channel, Mascots is up there. You should be able to find it fairly quick. It's like top 5, I think. But yeah, I did make one. I would like to remake it eventually in a different form, but what's the sign say? It says, do not tap on the glass. Do you hear that, Gomga? Hello, Charizard. Hi, good to see you in YouTube chat. You need to meet righty. Oh my god. Whoops, it's already broken. Tap, tap. Oh, wait, what? Ah, frick, I did it again. Give me a kind of like nice wooden looking room. Straighty and backwards. Okay. You know, that is actually, it's 100% what happens off of a one singular little tap. I guess mangrove kind of makes the most sense here. Understandable, man. I guess see you later, except I will be watching. No, I'll see you around. Just kind of trying to get a feel for this. Hold on. Yeah, that's an okay shape. And then obviously this would just be straight, but I'm not concerned about that either way. I'm under the water? Oh wait, there is none. Silly me. Mascot horror game isn't just pea yellow, it isn't pink. It isn't peak, yeah, it's so true. Actually making straight garbage right now. You can also see what I'm doing because I'm streaming. Setup reveal? I'm trying to think if I've ever showed it. It might be visible in a couple of the animatronic unboxings. Who would it even be? Demonic Gatekeeper and Gravestone Ghoul, I think, are the two that I would have done in my room. You can see probably see my computer on the side. Hello, Ouija. Thank you. What you building? Custom mascot horror game. Here's what we got so far. Scales, stones, and drones. Is there a room with a grid floor? Yeah, that really would be helpful, I think, Gamga. I sure hope I can bring my epileptic friend over. That's crazy. Nine by 9 it is. I know, that's one thing that I've also thought about with Repo is, like, I would probably have to make every room, or at least have a base size for the rooms. Maybe not necessarily be perfect to it every time. But, you know, generally, what if I used honeycomb? No, that's too much of a contrast. Maybe, like, kind of like an oaky color. I don't know if I want an oaky texture. Yeah, I don't want a plank texture nor that texture, I don't think. Would mud bricks look weird? No, I think mud bricks are fine. Good night, Laser Wolf. Perhaps, UK or something? I don't know. Yeah, in UK it'd be 10, so... So imagine being in Eastern time zone. Even though I also am. You got grocery store that turned to a horror place but looks 10 times better. I mean, yeah, that is exactly what I'm doing. Yes, Ender. It is legitimately a store, not necessarily a grocery store, but the vibe I'm trying to like fit without knowing what one is necessarily is Bass Pro Shops. Bass Pro Shops and Buc-ee's if they like if they got down and dirty and had a child. They had a child with also Playco is the third. I just call it Playco at this point, by the way. And I've said that a couple times this stream, but just like I know that's kind of a weird thing to just do, but I said it accidentally in a video, and it just kind of stuck with me. I was like, yeah, that kind of works name-wise, so it just... if you hear me say Playco, that's what it is. Matthew Playtime. Yeah, it's brilliant. I like birch. Sure, that's fine. Playco, more like playtime. Go. Go with... I guess there is no middle, is there? Good luck. Eastern time zone is for nerds, true. Really? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna just fill across because it'll be easier since I want the sideways texture. I think... Yeah, and then I'll end up having to break above this because I want to probably have an access point somewhere on this. And I do feel like above kind of makes sense, at least for now. It might be behind, though. I think behind would be also logical, but like having some sort of way to access it from up here would be nice. Especially for the light. Leaf litter in the entrance? If I had trees later, yeah, I will. Although I'm thinking... I don't think this would be necessarily in a forest like Playco is. I think it'd be more like Chuck E. Cheese, almost. Or like Bass Pro Shops, I guess, again, or Buc-ee's or something. Where they're like freestanding, but maybe they could be in a shopping center. I don't really feel like they'd be like as hidden as some of the other Mascot horror games would be. 11 by 11 seems good because you want to do a one-block center because of one singular room. That checks out. Yes, it is a store. It'll probably end up being a lot more than a store, but the store is where what I'm building off of. Put it in a desert. So true. That'd work like a charm. Mature audiences only. Exactly. What if I did a chandelier? Well, I have a 2-block center, which means I'd have to do 2 chandeliers, but I'm okay with that. I could do like the Indigo Park chandelier. But then again, that's kind of cheating. Did Bass Pro Shops would happen? You didn't know Playtime Co bottom out? Yeah, for real. I feel like having all the lights off is gonna be kind of nice. Actually, alright, hear me out though. So I guess the first goal is gonna be get the power on. And, you know, then you could, like, maybe even, I would allow you to backtrack after you turn the power on, and then you can see these areas with the lights, you know? Either released on 6/13/29. The name of the game. I'm not there yet. I would probably get there once I know for sure, like, everything, a lot more, I guess. December 25th, 2025. Merry Christmas, guys. Put it on the back side, actually. I was gonna put it on the front side, but I'll probably double layer the wall, so. Honestly, I mean, yeah, this is a good start. I'm happy with this. I feel like I need something here, though. Maybe like a carpet? I want to go yellow and red, actually. Sure, whatever. Bear rug, but better. Actually, that would kind of make sense. That would so make sense. You're right. Alligator rug. Tables. I don't hate the idea. I just, because of the general logic of everything, I don't think it would make sense. I do like that idea, though. Just for something, you know? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is what I am talking about. So, chapter 5 of viewers released on January 10th, up to release chapter 6 on December 20th. Nice. Buttons for scales. I had that idea. Not necessarily buttons. I was thinking, like, something else. But I was like, do I want to push it down? Because I would have to with that. At least the main body. Yeah, it's fine. Don't have anything wrong with it. Is she alive? It's a rug. If that answers your question. Like security breach, you're trying to get the hide and seek master achievement. Good luck. That one wasn't actually that bad, but it can be annoying for sure. Make it prismarine. Yeah, I guess that makes enough sense. And then I'll leave the head up because I like that. Do I want doorways here? I think doorways here would make sense as well. Whoopsies. Gotta change the loom direction though. I'm not actually making a legitimate game. This is kind of my version of making a game though. Although this is making me want to try to make a game, I'm not gonna lie. There'd be a game crew to make that game. Yeah, it'll be fun. I feel like I'd be better off getting somebody else to make it for me, you know? It's kind of the point I was making earlier, like... I just don't have the experience nor skill to do it. I mean, I guess... From what I understand, Indigo Park was made with minimal knowledge, so... It's definitely possible, but... Game Maker... Is it for 2D or 3D, though? Tried doing it last night, but moon spawning with parts and servers couldn't save the game. Also, just restarted. Pain. Can't you... Well, you could just save. That's easy enough, is it not? 2D, but it's a good starting point. There's a couple I've looked into that would be good, because I was looking into it at one point. So they're going to risk it all to make Flagship 25 again. Let's go. Alright, so. What do I do here? Back should be the main store. Left could be like the aquarium or like pet section. And then right could be just employee rooms. And like bathrooms. Good night, Yellow Whale. Yes, sir, that cool gamer. We did hit 9K. 3-hour stream. I didn't notice we were at 2 hours. Thanks for reminding me. Time to end. I'm just kidding. I won't end immediately. I don't have anything against it, I think, going that long right now. We'll see, though. Like, I feel fine, you know? I don't feel like I'm losing any sort of momentum or energy. I'm trying to go with weird base blocks here. Blocks you normally wouldn't use for a base in Minecraft, but I'm trying to use them to just give me some different colors, you know? Just spice it up a little bit. Let's spruce for the walls. That would be too much of a contrast, actually. No, I think it's fine. Wasn't fun because the autosave. Epic, I guess. Oh yeah, wait, that's true. I forgot there was an autosave. Alright, so what banner are we making today? I guess if I ever need to make banner letters in here, I know where to come. I mean... Do I... Composter? It's not enough of a contrast. But now you got my brain, like, going, so... What upward-facing barrels? I like that, yeah. I mean, I guess that's less of a contrast than the composters, but the black lines kind of make up for it, so... I'll come back for you later, Bee's Nests, I swear. Getting all the interactable blocks in here right now, crazy. Guess I need to store anything, I know where to store it now. I feel like I should make this... Okay. Make this some sort of, like, automatic door. Or I guess they could all be automatic doors and then just have one broken. Like, maybe... have this one broken or something. Boom. Dead door. Greek. Because, okay, my thought process here is you'd have to come here later because this would be where, like, the stuff actually gets real, you know? Reptile exhibit, gift shop, and diner? That's true, I could add the diner. I'm waiting to do anything with that, though, because I would want to extend the sides to, like, make room for that. Because, you know, you'd have, like, the original store as, like, the main thing. And then it would be... You'd have to add on the other sections later, so it would be, like, a very visible addition. More things with blueprints. Some rooms can only be drafted under certain conditions. Oh my god. Just add more to your problems, why don't you? Like, if the weather is sunny out, you get it. Sorry, if it's not, too bad. I'll leave this hallway for now, but I'll label it, here. Bathrooms / employee areas. And then other side, just directly opposite, will be... pet shop. I don't know why I'm doing the lines like that, but whatever. And then I'll just label this one main grocery store for now. And we can start actually building it. So I think I have some sort of extrusion here to where this will just be walled off for now. Speaking of walls, I might just go with like a normal kind of feel. Like, maybe just like light gray walls or something. Nothing crazy. Maybe with like deep set bricks as the trim. Greenhouse can only go in a corner. Master bedroom is only east wing. Garage along west wall, etc., etc. Fantastic. Turn on air conditioner. You have to turn it on. Actually, that's a really good idea. Make it so like you need to turn on the power in a certain number or a certain amount of time, or else you just like die. Just overheat and die immediately. That'd be hilarious. Stop just yet. I'm not stopping yet. I'll try to hit that 3 hours. Can't guarantee I will, but I'll go all the way to the end for this right now. I don't think I'll even want it that big though, honestly. Main weapon, a thermostat. Because they're cold-blooded. Wait, that's actually... Oh my god. It's like, just throw ice cubes at him. Or I could go back like 7 blocks, then go longer. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is like have maybe where I have it right now, pillars, and then it'll go back to maybe the edge of this, and then beyond the grocery store you'd have more. With a Y, Lefty. I could say why do you ask, but I'm trying not to make you cringe, so. I know it needs to be longer on that side, but how does that feel in general for scaling if I just take the edges back? I think that's fine. I mean, it's not, like, insane, but that's going to be the one thing that, again, as I mentioned, like, to make it... I guess to scale it properly is definitely going to be weird to make sure that you don't have... Because obviously this room is going to be big, that's fine, but having, like, the rest around it not be too large... It's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, I think that's fine overall if I bring those walls back. Cracked version of the bricks. I could add that for texturing later, but as of right now, I'm gonna not worry about that. I'll go to 4900 just because I don't even know if it'll be that big. That's probably larger than I want, but I won't even fill up the walls because of that. I don't pay enough attention to really know myself, Lefty, but I'll take your word. Right there. This might not work. We'll try them. Because it might get mad at me. If it gets mad at me, I know it's too long. Okay, 6,600 blocks, so I mean, yeah, it might be a little bit big. This Mosby doesn't overdo it. I mean, I don't know if there is necessarily such a thing as overdoing it, though. I mean, it is just personal preference. Small buckies. True. Either way, I know I'm not ending yet, but like this is a good amount of progress to get a name and just some like general, I guess, monsters thought out and just start to kind of get a feel for what I'm going with here. Freezer downstairs. That actually, I love that idea too. It wouldn't be like I could, or what I could even do is because there's gonna be a freezer section for it. I could just have it like behind the shelves. It's like a bunch of dead guys. That chisel black stone looks good for tires. This one? Huh. True. Hello, Jessica. Today, what is today? Tuesday? There should be, I think, Freddy World. If it was Batum last week, it's Ban 0 this week. I don't keep track of them. Put buttons on it? Nah, I already got rid of it. Screw you. I don't want to do this section right now. But I kind of have to. I could make this a divider that goes further and have like a little inner room here. I mean, I don't want to overdo it necessarily, Froggy, but yeah, I do definitely want to go some amount of gore. Maybe not that far back. Maybe to like here? I can even build off this and have like shopping carts. Now lost and found, so far so good. Nice. Boom. I like Roblox. This is not my game. I don't think I want to do it downstairs just yet. Downstairs is going to be more of like the back area, because this is kind of the, you know, the main stuff right now, so. That is crazy to think, Ender. Honestly. Let's go pale oak doors, actually. Why not? Let's give them a use for once. Follow Master Chief. Like, that's what it already is. How about brown? Yeah, that's fine. Why should being children have to be employees? I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I don't particularly like, it doesn't matter at all, Alex, honestly. Whatever. I say this generally in situations like this, like, look, it doesn't, obviously apology accepted, I'll say that first, but like, I don't really need an apology. Just as long as you acknowledge to try to avoid having that happen again, like, I don't care. If it doesn't happen again, it's not a problem, right? But I've learned generally that we've had some people who have, you know, been like, oh, I'm sorry, it won't happen again, and then it does happen again, and then, you know, that's a whole different situation, but it doesn't matter to me that much. Just another day, I guess. Okay, now what the hell am I doing next? Self-checkout on one side, not self-checkout on the other. I'm gonna have to go, like, take some designs from my refresh Walmart here. Oh, wait, no, I want the shopping carts, duh. Do that first. I don't know about distance. I don't know about all that, guys. You know, I just have had this thought right now. I know not necessarily in this situation because I don't know if they always work like this, but like, what do you think happens to the poor shopping carts at the back? They just never get used. I'll actually not have this full. Like maybe I'll have it like that, and then the other one I'll have like that, and I'll have like another one here, and maybe one that's just like back here. Maybe I'll add another row actually. In the middle, I'll leave open obviously, cause you know we need that open. Ow, I just like, ow, that hurt. I don't know what I did, but it hurt, whatever it was. Alright, man. Alright, sure, whatever. Be like that, I guess. Okay, never mind. You're just gonna be like that regardless because you're off the grid. I didn't consider all of that. That's fine, whatever. Oh, yeah, you're gonna do that too. Oh, splendid. Iron bars won't, right? You guys are saints. Okay, yeah, you're just overall saints. It's good to know. I'll just leave it iron bars and that's fine. I'll just go carpets on top. Ship the girl in the school in front of the vice principal today. How did that go for you? Please do give me all of the details. Are these walls flat? Ooh, they aren't. Ha ha ha. Yes, I actually do want that to be like that. I have a reason. It's not important yet. But I want to add, like, pipes in the walls, and maybe there'll be spots where there's holes in the walls and you can see the pipes, you know, in between them. In that situation, though, I am going to bring this further out just for that reason, though. Just so I have the whole, you know, space. Went well. Oh, okay. Girl, they wouldn't stop saying it. Gotta find you. I said that time you stood still and they pushed you, so you push. Nice. Love some retaliation. I'm not leaving. I'm stealing a design from Refresh Walmart. Because it was a good design, and I don't feel like trying to think about what it was, so I'm just gonna yoink it directly. Okay. I'll just, like, steal the entire thing. I might as well. And then however it loads in doesn't actually matter for me. It just matters that I, you know, get it right. Okay, what is it? 10 maybe on the Z? It's not a 10. That's a 1. It's a 0. Whoa! Look at the glass. I forgot it did that. 25. I don't actually need 25. I need 23. And is that it? I mean, yeah, that one doesn't really matter down there. So I'll name it, check out. And I want to export this. Why does it try to always go in my documents? Just go in my downloads like a normal file. Is it really that hard? Who's Bob? I know, I'm sorry, Rez. I just, like, I'm lazy, you know? I know, I'm sorry. I know my actions are unforgivable. See if you'll be fine. I just know. Okay, you're gonna eat my wall. I would prefer if you did not eat the wall. I need the wall. Time for showtime. Oh god, good luck with that. You could really go just with just punching someone or multiple people or an entire friend group, basically. Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like I could definitely use a good punch to someone's face. Not my own, but like, you know. Just go wobble-am right to somebody. Specifically T-Jock. Sorry, T-Jock. I had to pick on somebody, and I feel like you kind of were the obvious one there. Hello, Mini Mumbo. Sure, go for it. When you build it, basically making the well, but 3D instead of 2D. Yo. That's 6 and 6. Well, technically it needs to be more than that because you would be on this side, so I need to push it over a couple of blocks, maybe to like there. And then I don't want to use warped. I want to use mangrove here. I think stripped mangrove. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were not here. I would have picked someone else if I knew you hadn't been here. My bad. Oh, actually, it is 3 blocks. That's interesting. No, you would go from this way. Yeah, okay. You're here for enough for you to hear it? That's fair. She can't sound like Perry the Platypus. I don't want her. Relatable. Actually, you're on the wrong side. Frick. That's fine. How long is it, by the way? That's a good question. 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6, I guess. 7, 8. What states do you have to pay for plastic bags? I know that's random, but I'm just like thinking about that because I remember somewhere we had to. I feel like it was New Jersey. Unless I'm thinking about the having to pump your own gas part of New Jersey. One of the two. One of those things is making me think of New Jersey right now. Or not being able to pump your own gas, I guess I should say. Go to Wendy's. So this is a good one according to your friend. Yo, give me everything now. Usually I get Baconator from Wendy's. I don't want you to type live the first word your PS autofill. Next up is Liberia and then library. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Finally made a car design that isn't a carbon copy of your HN car. Good job. You're learning. Hello, Dirty Bros. Probably not, no, but all of it will be on Let's Build, so if you would like to try to follow along, you absolutely can. I would have gone with shelves, right? Not the way I thought, but yeah, I would go with shelves. Because I could do it like this instead. I don't know why I'm replacing the diorite in the floor. It doesn't really, or the mangrove in the floor. It doesn't matter, but whatever. No, I do not, Michael, and hello. Your wallet's RP will stop, but you're down for any orders. It's okay. It's a worthy sacrifice. When did parts and service without moon spawning on you? That's a good start. For sure. Anything else I need to do with you? Or no? Can I just copy paste you now? I'm gonna put signs with numbers on them here. I won't have the numbers yet. If I remember to add the numbers, yippee. If I don't, then oh well. Okay. What do I need, do you think? Like, in order to make it to where I can structure block it over and over again. I guess I could just keep the fridge there. Do I just copy paste this part? I suppose. I'll add mud under the glass. I don't know why I had to break all of it. That was a little unnecessary, but too bad. About a year ago, I tried to follow well on 2 villagers from where you were watching, kept building what you saw. Last about 20 minutes. Yeah, no, it's with how much I did off stream and or off videos, I guess, and in time lapse and just whatever, pretty much impossible. Chapter 1 with the Huggy Wuggy room, or the, I'm assuming you mean the dome room, is so hard. That's fair. Yeah. The big pit room is pretty hard. I agree. Wow, that was an immediate response. That was crazy. So what do I need? 4, I guess? So, okay, I need to count over... I'd be on this block right now. So, no, 1, 2, 3. I need to count over 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine that it's gonna wreck my stuff. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how's one more sound? Sounds great. You go back. You get out of here. And I gotta remove the rows that are intruding on my stuff. Main room wall $6 or something wrong. Rip. I have no use for this anymore because I removed the only full self-checkout. So I'll just have to re-structure block it. That's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. Yeah, that's fine. How many lanes is that? 7 or 6? 6. Yeah, I'm fine with that. What's my name for this? I don't have a name. I'll show you the name of the shop. Scales, Stones, and Drones, but I don't have an official name for anything else. Possible. Game Station's not that bad. I mean, it's not easy, but if you did the pit room, I feel like you can do Game Station. German word for ugly is perfect. Yeah, that doesn't particularly seem like a nice word, Gomgip. I should just label, hold on, I should just label everything with signs in here, shouldn't I? What if I made it half and half? I could do literally like this. Brilliant, yes. Amphibophobia. Most of them are reptiles, so. You're a little misled, I'm afraid. I feel like I just make them all double like that, honestly. What do I make you then? Lime and yellow, I think. And then the main ones would be, I guess, red and orange. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Have an ongoing tutorial for the Pizzaplex? Yes, I kind of do. I mean, it is ongoing, yeah, but I've only done lobby so far. But you definitely should, and thank you, thank you. Ah, stretch. Too late left. Thank you, Charizard. I'm happy with it overall so far. For having like minimal idea going into this and just knowing I wanted to make a store, I've improvised fairly well, I would say. Really unlucky with seating plan and math. So next someone you hate? Nice. At least I have he's her friend who you also hate. That is tragic. I always got like put in those situations. There was one class where we ended up having, like, we could pick our seats at the beginning of the school year, and so by I think the end of it, that poor teacher was just like done with everybody's shenanigans. So he ended up like making a seating chart, and of course he had to put me like just with the worst group of people in the class. I was like, "Are you serious? I have to deal with this?" It ended up being overall fine. I mean, it wasn't great, but I live with it, I guess, and then moved on. Yeah, okay, this is good. Nice job, Gumga. No, my... I'm gonna go insane. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna... Just turn to like that one... That way? Yeah, that way. I turned to that one like cat. Have you guys? I don't think it's like, well, it's not the cat's obviously audio. I think it's somebody doing it, but it's like a video of a cat sticking its tongue out and like I think it's at the like a faucet or something, and it's just like noise over it. I just became that. School till 6 p.m. Imagine Dragons. Oh, got him with that one. Kitty wants here. Kitty, you can has cheeseburger. There's some golden kitty memes out there for sure. I don't blame that cat though. Not to say I don't like cheeseburgers, I just don't blame the cat. Not sure why. Copy paste time. Yippee, my favorite. Yippee, yippee, yippee. I should probably make express lanes too, but what the hell is the difference anyway? They're like the same thing. I might be losing my mind, guys. I don't know. Could be. 7? No, it'll be an even number, so 8. Haha, look at me go. 15. Good enough. And just G, because whatever, who cares? Let's go to here. And how far off the edge am I? I'm 8 off on this side. How many was I on the other side? Because I'd like it to be even, ideally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, would you look at that? That is a nice moment right there. I'm blaming the cat too. Hello again, juniors. Girls are spruce with a good wooden floor. I mean, oak is a good option, I think. Oak works kind of well with spruce. Like, yeah, I'd say oak. Almost at the 3-hour mark. Almost there. There's a Twitch channel as well, by the way, for anybody who cares. I don't know what it'll be, but there will be one, so. And then there won't be Twitch for a few days. Did he set us off by 1 block and I did my math wrong? I probably did, to be honest. I mean, okay, well, it was 9 from the wall itself, but it was 8 from the refrigerator, so. But here, you know what, just in spite of you, Rez. 50, 32 to 85. So that'd be 16 plus 32, which is 48. 76. It should be like 29, I think, off the top of my head, yeah. So we're good. There should be shelves, and the flying turtle should be here. Do like a spider crawling in the ceiling kind of move. Confiscated a bag of carrots? What did the carrots do? Yes, it looks like a cashier's place. Are you a cashier? Are you SpongeBob? Actually, Squidward is the cashier. God dang it. I don't know why I said SpongeBob. I know that show so well, I swear. Just insane. Well, you missed a few, I think. Basically what you missed. To sum it up. I'm not gonna do it again. Okay, so now that we have that kind of established, I want to go back to the front for a sec. Because I would love to make, like, corner pillars here. I know, RN. I remembered. I just, like, had to reflect my memory, whatever that means. So, okay, I want the yellow wall to be presumably against that. Right? Would that be fine? I'd have to do some weird things if I did that, I think. But yeah, that would be fine. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter anyway. But the yellow wall would go back here. You know, with your friends, you bought a bag of carrots because you were hungry. And so she just said, no, you can't have these, and took them. Nice. That works. Corner should look like vines. But, like, I already wanted the curved corner. Why would you give me this now? I could do something like that on the back. We'll leave the front fairly basic, I think. Maybe I could, I mean, let's see. I'll use moss, I think. Huh, I forgot how to make vines. Well, some people having dinner though. Get on it. Go make something, man. Come on, Charizard. That's not horrible, just like as a base. Yeah, that works. And I'll actually end up trimming this off and doing like that, I think. Yeah, sure, I'm okay with that. Now, can I remember the pattern is the question. It was literally just like Tetris blocks, wasn't it? Yup, it was just Tetris blocks. Okay, I'm just trying to like get every bit of memory I need in here. And I'm actually just gonna have the stairs carry through and really whatever, you know? Hold on, hold on, hold on. God, Gamga. Oh my god, relax. Jeez, you're so I'm joking, of course. I'm just freaking with you, just cause I can. Is the convo, why is there bag carrots in your bag? Because I bought them. Why? Because I wanted carrots for what? To eat them? And she took them. She probably thought you, like, got carrots laced with something, honestly. I don't know. That just seems to be, like, the parental thing. Like, oh, so you bought something with your own money, huh? Gotta be laced with drugs. 100%. Honestly, though, if I was Gomga's mom, I would think Gomga was coming home with a laced bag of carrots. Literally 1985. What does 1984 have to do with the conversation? Nice. Yeah. Still not 3 hours. Took some random flour and ate it. Munch. Was it a poppy, perchance? Who's George? And why does he have a well made of ore? Yeah. This looks like an arcade. How the hell does it look like an arcade? Actually, I can see it. No, I can definitely see it, yeah. I am that illiterate. I don't know how that's to do with literacy, but yes. Thank you. I had it earlier. I had it when I was in Piano's World earlier because I waved. Who, why, when, why? All of the questions, every single one of them. I'm so confused. How's that for depth? Maybe one more block. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's a book. Reaction channel? I've had a couple people mention that. It's not really my kind of thing, though. I don't know, it just kind of feels off the curtain a little bit, you know? Would we gonna make a channel for stuff? Probably not. I don't really see anything like that happening with him, but I would love to, absolutely. In the elevator going down a Monty Golf and called Freddy, bro just spawned into thin air in a moving elevator. I had it once where I had called him in Fazzy Blast, alright? Or I was in the lobby for Fazzy Blast, and so he spawned on the other side of the wall. Which means he spawned in the Fazzy Blast sub-lobby in the atrium. And he couldn't reach me, obviously, because I wasn't in the atrium. So I could just hear him moving through the wall, and I could not get him into Fazzy Blast for the life of me. So I, like... don't even... I think I had to reload or, like, go into the atrium, and he was just waiting there. I was like, how? How does this happen? I'll go up to the correct height here. Which should be 3 blocks. No, it should be... about one higher than that. Yeah, that might be too high. Let's find out, shall we? If I stand on this, I should be below the warped. I'm in line with the warped, so yeah, I was one too high. How about we wait for 3 to be done? How's that one sound? Is that too much to ask for? Give him longer. Give him longer, T-Jock. Hit him with the max. Just in spite. I feel like y'all really enjoy timing people out. Oh, I missed an L. At least I didn't take the L, though. Because I got that going for me. You guys want to see play care so far? Since I can burn a little bit more time showing that off. Alright, let me fill up this wall real quick. And then I'll show. Should be near me when I teleport. Oh wow, it's literally right there. That's crazy. Ignore that, that was testing. But yeah, here's what I have so far. This is what I did today. It's not great, but I don't think I'm gonna change it because like it's close enough, honestly, to what I want. I guess it's a little small, and that might end up being close, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, all the locations are done. Again, other than that one, as you can tell. It's like a puppy getting a treat. Oh my god. It's a great comparison. Here's my my Brawn lamp design. It's not great. I'll probably end up changing it when I actually do the pathway, but yeah, been having a good time with this. Yes, sir, Charizard. This is play care. This might be my favorite, the funhouse. It looks so good. The Huggy's a little bit, he looks a little high, but other than that... And I guess I'll show the back of Counselor's office since I didn't. You can't actually get the back of this, because both sides are blocked off, like, around here, so you can't see what's back here. I just kind of inferenced based on what I imagined from the rest as well. They done turned my boy into a lamp. Hello, Jesse. You did see this on Instagram, true. That hasn't been shown. These two weren't shown, I think. I don't think Home Sweet Home was shown either, but I did send that one in the Discord, so. Thank you, Charizard. But yeah, that's pretty much, like, honestly, the sizing of it is pretty much from that blue or that line there to, like, the back of this stone, which is, you know, it's pretty big for sure. I am worried about it not being, I don't want to say circular enough, but I guess square enough shape-wise, because I just feel like it's a lot longer that way than it is that way. But I guess we'll see. The other question is, like, once I get it done, will it fit here? Will I be able to fit it? I was talking about this on I think the custom interior stream the other day. But like I think now I can get a good reference. If it with the room under included, I'll have to do that like the room under the statues. I'll have to do that one probably as soon as I can because if that ends up being above, the build a minimum, I think there's a chance it fits. Yeah, I think it's definitely reasonable. It will be inside the moss, which sucks because I would have loved to punch a hole up there. I guess I still can, but punch a hole up there so the light actually shines through from the night sky to light up Playcare rather than doing anything else because it does kind of have that natural light look. But true, there's the Instagram T-Rock sent it if you want to give the old follow. Nice. Maybe I don't really want to do a stream like that on the same day as a YouTube stream though, because I by that point like usually I don't want to do Minecraft, but I could do like Granny or something maybe. I guess the again revived is weird anyway, but like Granny in Chapter 3 would be a good combo. Got 2,000 points manualing and goat sim. Imagine. But yeah, that Playcare will be a time lapse, and that should be out. I don't really know when, but at some point. Can't give you a date yet, unfortunately. Yes, he is in fact Crazy Gamga. Good observation, Ender. Hello, YPG. That's the precise way I did not want them to open. Feeder holes. Although, I want to say Phaeton, but that sounds wrong. Either way, it sounds wrong, though. Was in Portal... What was he in Portal 2 for? He's Cave Johnson? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. That's a good point to end, I think. We got a good, like, kind of feel for what we're trying to do here, which is nice. A lot of good ideas. You guys had some big brain ones there. But yeah, we'll continue this event or soon, I guess. Overall, though, I am happy with that start. I would like to maybe get into game developing and actually make this a real thing, because I feel like that would be cool, for sure. But anyway, Google should be right. Thank you guys for if you guys did enjoy this video. You know what? That's close enough. I can't speak the outro properly anymore. With that being said, though, I need to make a playlist for this. That's a problem later. Have a fantastic rest of your day. or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. I'm so sorry, Dawn. That's horrendous, Dawn.